Good morning, YouTube. Alright, so I just finished pearl diving. I'm going to show you the fastest, easiest way to get them. And it works great. Alright, so, but you're going to need a few things. You're going to need at least 8 scuba tanks, like bare minimal. 10 would be good just in case you screw something up. Okay? 400 bananas because, well, you likely won't have a scooter, which does prevent you from using stamina. Okay, so you don't have to worry about jacking up on bananas if you have a scooter. But I don't have a scooter. I don't even have enough gems to get one. And I'm not going to give myself one from my other account either. I want to do this like the way anybody else would. Except even though I'm a supporter, I bought the game, yeah, I can use now. Okay, but the point is, I don't have a scooter. And so I have to swim for my pearls like anybody else would. Everything in this game, I have so far done absolutely no cloning other than stuff for some other people. For myself, nada. Okay, so I've collected all my bananas, all my melons, everything. Okay, anyways, so I wanted my 150 pearls because you need exactly 150 pearls. You need 50 of them to hit level 19 and you need 100 for your level 20 base upgrade. Now keep in mind this is also going to be the last upgrade for now, okay? So it doesn't mean it's over. We are still waiting for a major update after all. Okay, so I started out with 32 tanks, got 24 left technically. I mean I used 8 tanks right to the last drop of air, okay? And then I just went poof, off the side, okay? And right back on the beach. And that's what I'm going to show you too. 400 bananas, okay, at least. Now, I ate about 700, so it turned out a little overkill. So I still have 15,000 stamina left, which is fine because I'm still playing the game for a couple hours. And I need stamina. But you're going to need at least 400 bananas is what I worked it out to from where I had to where I am now with stamina, okay? And you will need a flashlight because, well, it's mighty dark down there. So, I'm going to take you guys on a really quick tour and I'm going to show you exactly where to go for your pearls, okay? Now I got precisely 150 pearls right to the actual one. So that's all I need and that's all I'm worried about. Now we want to go further down the beach, alright? The reason for that is because there's a big dipsy-doo-dah here and some other stuff to get around and it's going to be a bit of a pain in our little covey area. Okay, so we want to go out further. We also want to try like hell to avoid any sharks. Although if we do find one, we're going to have to fight it. So hopefully you've got a katana. If not, you can shoot your guns underwater and they will still kill sharks. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go a little bit further. And right about there is good. Okay, dive down. Hit your tank. Go straight down, right to the bottom. If you did this right, you will not have disturbed any sharks. And you'll always know when you disturb a shark because you'll hear that sound. It's actually kind of funky. So what we're going to do is we're going to swim for the edge. Now I'm not collecting any pearls while we're down here. I've already got all my pearls that I need and then some. So we're good, right? Anyways, what I want to do is I want to take you to the far outer reaches of the map in the ocean, okay? And so we're almost there, and I better stop. Now, we are going to vanish off the map ourselves, because as you can see, my marker is now gone, right? So we're along the edge, and we want to get right to the very edge. And you'll notice this line, don't cross it. You cross it, you're going to end up on the freaking beach, okay? So, what you're going to do is you're just going to swim across the side. Oh, look, there's a pearl. Okay? And you're going to keep swimming, and you're going to listen for that low frequency thud. So you're going to have to literally turn your speakers up pretty loud. Well, depending on your speakers too, or if you have headphones, crank up the sound because you need to hear the sound of the oyster opening to give you the pearl. So I'll shut up so you can hear it. Now, you're also going to sprint swim too. Okay, there's a pearl there. Okay, so we'll go back. You You hear that sound? Okay? You gotta listen for it. Now you'll get the odd one that's in a little bit closer like this one. Okay, but otherwise try and stay near the edge. It's also the easiest way to see them. And that's the top end of one, what one looks like on the top side. Let's see if I can turn off the flashlight for a second. Yeah, there's not enough daylight down here to give us a glow. These things glow a really cool, kind of like a rainbowish cool kind of glow. I don't know what you call it really, but anyways. But down this deep, yeah, this is the bottom of the ocean, man. Like, this is like severe down. So now if we swim up, it's a bit of a trip up. Now you can also see there the edging of the map on the top, and it looks like we got some sky over here, but we really don't. Okay, so it's kind of like going over the edge. Now if you accidentally go over the edge, this is what happens. Boom, and you're right back in your base camp on the beach. This is actually the same spot we spawn in when we first start the game. That is how you're going to get your pearls really fast and with the least amount of tanks required and the least amount of bananas. Okay, now I grow normally 10 banana trees for this particular game that I'm playing. This is my 5th reset. Yeah, I know, I'm crazy, but I need something to do while we're waiting for that big update. Anyway, so I had 10, which, you know, 4 times 10 is 40. So I can collect a lot of bananas really quick. And so this was completely full, okay? Minus what I took out of there, which was a little bit overkill, turns out. But it's not a big deal because I do have enough stamina left over. I can still go for the next probably 2-3 hours, depending on what I'm doing. And I can still continually repick my bananas too. Now I am down to 8 right now because of forges going, because of stuff that I need to get together for my level ups and whatnot. But yeah, so that is literally the fastest way. The last time I did this, I went through quite a number of tanks, and I actually did go through all 700 bananas pretty well for stamina. I didn't have much left, and I did get my last gasp of air on the way up. And I had ended at the airplane crash site on the map. If you're not sure where that is, it's actually right in this area in here. That's where I'd gotten my last pearl, because I was like a lot of people. You go around in here and you go in here and all this. Then I thought, well, I want to try something different, right? Because you got to do it, right? So I went to the very edge of the map this time, because I did go to the edge at one time, and I remembered finding a lot of pearls there. So I figured, well, what happens if we just keep going around the square, the big square here, right? Well, as it turns out, with a little bit of, you know, maybe 20-30 feet in from the edge and then back again to the edge area, yeah, we got our 150 pearls with only requiring tops 400 bananas at the top end, and 8 tanks worth of air. So you don't have to collect like a gazillion tanks. Okay, so follow my advice on this one, and you will not have to have a boat can load of tanks, but you will definitely need that flashlight, because you've got to be able to see, especially if it turns into the night cycle while you're down there. It's like really super dark, so you need to be able to see, right? Hearing only works so well, but you got to be able to see things too. So make sure that you get your hands on a flashlight at some point in the game. Get it from another player, because it's the only place you are going to get it, unless you kill the correct zombie for it. I actually got my first katana win yesterday at the military base, killing a zombie. He was up in the tower when I landed on there, and I killed this zombie, and it's like, holy hell, I thought I was getting a friggin' red dot because of that. Whoa! And the big glow, right? And it's like, katana! That is the first one, and I've got 3 accounts. This is the 5th reset, and I have killed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands. We're talking like, you know, probably about 200,000 or more zombies by now. And I've never gotten the katana, I've never gotten the gold crossbow, and I've never gotten the iron crossbow. Not from kills. I got them from other players, okay? So, first one from the kill, I was like, yeah, baby! Alright, so it was kind of cool. This is exciting. So I'm keeping that katana in my little stash box, and it can stay there. That's my prize. So, that means I can't reset this one again if I want to keep my glory toy win. But anyways, so there you go. That's how you do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. We will definitely see you guys in the next video, whatever that may happen to be. But I thought I would share this with you, and it worked out really good. And if you figure out at 3 minutes of air per tank, I sat here for literally just 24 minutes and got all my pearls, like that fast, okay? So as soon as you have a flashlight and at least, just to be on the safe side, you know, like 10 tanks, maybe 12, okay? At the very, very most, right, in case you mess something up. But you will only go through 8, but you've got to sprint swim. That's the ticket. You've got to sprint swim. Stay in that sprint all the way through with those 400 bananas in you, because you're going to use stamina whether you sprint or not, and you're faster swimmer when you're sprinting than when you're regular swimming. So if you want to make the best of it, sprint swim it all the way, and then you'll be fine, because the only time you need to stop is to collect the pearls, right? And then it's just like back to sprint swim, okay? And 24 minutes, and you got 150 pearls, okay? So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one.